What is going on out there, peeps? Look, there's not a lot of things going on in Iraq, but we will go over some of them. But I do want to bring to your attention something that I'm going to be doing. And so I'm going to be announcing the same thing over the next few videos just to make sure that everybody is hearing the news. All right, I started this group a little while ago and then only posted 2 videos. Then just got lazy about it. So the hidden things in front of your eyes, which I have a Facebook group with the same name. So I will leave a link in the description. If you want it ahead of time, go ahead and start subscribing to the channels. We are going to be talking about some current events as well as conspiracy things, all right? Things that a lot of people in that group like. So many people said, well, I thought you started videos in there, then you stopped. I go, I know, I'm guilty. I was being lazy and neglecting this particular YouTube channel. You can see I already got 60 people in there and 2 videos for you guys to go check out and have fun with. I'm going to start posting videos in there very, very soon. And I mean by this week, maybe one tonight. So if you just wanted to go ahead of time, you could go now and subscribe. The YouTube channel is already there. This way, when I start posting videos, you are already in the group and ready to rock and roll. All right. Look, just like that. Here we go. Pimpy's Investment Chat is the same name as my YouTube channel for this particular channel that you're watching this video on. I will leave a link in the description for you guys to come join us here. This one has to do with investments, cryptocurrencies, gold, silver, stocks, the whole 9 yards. Over here, the hidden things in front of your eyes, this is more of a conspiracy channel. All right, you guys, these are politically driven, all right? It's not crazy. It's very respectful. It's politically driven. We do talk about other conspiracy things like 9/11, chemtrails, those types of things. So if you're into it, I will leave a link in the description. So you will have a link in the description to both Facebook groups as well as the other YouTube channels. So you could come and join me on that end, okay? Because you guys are blowing up this group just as much as you are the other one. So that's good. You guys like this. I post a lot of things in here. People are like, man, how come you don't do a video on this? Okay, I'm going to do a video on it. All right, you guys? There's a lot of things to do videos on. There's a lot of things happening right now that we will go over on that YouTube channel. So please come join us over there. And remember, it's not related to what's happening financially. Having said that, let's get into what's happening in Iraq. Again, I've been saying this last few videos, and that is I can't help but be impressed with the speed and due diligence. Al-Qademi is just really doing what he needs to do to make sure that Iraq is becoming stable and preparing for the future. It's really impressive, you guys. All right. So the defense minister discussed with the American ambassador ways of joint cooperation and support for the Iraq forces in pursuing ISIS remains. When I first read that, I was like, ISIS remains. Just tell them where the bodies are. Where they say where the remains of the bodies. You know what I mean? I was like, ISIS remains, Sorry. Defense Minister, you could try to pronounce that name, discussed with the U.S. Ambassador Matthew Toller ways of joint cooperation and support for Iraqi forces in pursuing the remnants of the ISIS terrorist gangs. A statement by the ministry stated that the two sides discussed during the meeting means of joint cooperation in the areas of training and logistic support and supporting Iraqi forces in pursuing the remnants of the ISIS terrorist gangs. So again, ISIS has been taking advantage of everything kind of being in disarray over there in Iraq, as well as people dealing with the Rona. So, they've been starting to take a little bit of a foothold in there again, but the American forces have been teaming up and doing a great job with the Iraqi forces. As a matter of fact, the American forces with their coalition fighters were taking a lead, but they turned everything over to the Iraqi forces, and they've been following their leads, and they've been actually kicking tuchus. All right, for those who don't know what tuchus is, that's butt. All right, that's just really aging myself. Nonetheless, it's looking pretty good. So what does this mean? Wow, of course, for those of us who are doing 2 things. One is invested in Iraqi dinar. We know one of the things that have to happen is stability in the country. And 2, for those of us who are thinking of investing in Iraq long term, we know that stability is really important, especially for our investment in the country. All right. So the deputies, the SVs or CVs of candidates for vacant ministries will arrive in the parliament tomorrow, and voting on them will take place next week. All right, this is what I'm talking about, because what happens in the middle of this month? Yes, that's right. The big meeting is going to be taking place. Therefore, we must have all of our ducks in a row, and I absolutely feel positive that the cabinet will be completed before Americans show up. All right. The MPs for the, okay, here's another thing. What the heck up is with all the alliance of the so-and-so in Iraq? Good lordy, man. They have a lot of factions over there. So the MPs for the alliance of the Saran Badara al-Zayadi, yeah, you're impressed. That was pretty good. Announced today, Monday, the arrival of the CVs of the candidates for the 7 vacant ministries tomorrow, Tuesday, to the House of Representatives, while voting on them is expected to take place next sessions. So there's 7 vacancies left over. They are going to be voting on them. I absolutely feel confident that these spots will get filled. Al-Ziyadi said in official statements that the agenda for next Wednesday's session is still a matter of dispute between the political blocs and has not been agreed upon, noting that the agenda will likely include voting on the names of the candidates. Well, I know a way you could expedite that. Just go meet with the president again, Al-Kadhimi, and say, we're thinking about dissolving the parliament. Let's see how fast this gets taken care of. He added the CVs will include alternative candidates if someone's names are rejected in the parliament. See, this is what I'm talking about, getting your you-know-what together. Al-Kadhimi is like, let me put some names towards you guys. But in addition to that, if you don't like them, I'm going to have some backup people. All right? It's going to get done one way or another. He continued, the CVs of the remaining ministries will all reach the parliament without delay in any ministry, explaining that the council will also discuss the continuation of the sessions to pass important laws, including the payroll law and other laws such as the budget law. Don't forget, they've already agreed to have a, what do you call that, bi-yearly budget for this year. So the second part of this year is coming up. That means they have to pass a budget. I'm anticipating some interesting things happening to that budget. You know what I mean? The media office of the Speaker of the House of Representatives confirms in a statement that the House of Representatives will hold its regular session next Wednesday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon to read and discuss a number of laws listed on the agenda. So not only is he filling his cabinets, but he's passing laws. Man, this guy's unbelievable. All right. After the Gulf, the Ministry of Finance will visit Iran soon, which is very, very interesting. So I have this theory. I have a feeling that you're going to see some type of agreement take place between Iran and the United States here shortly. Now, I know John Kerry's running over there trying to run interference. But here's the thing. Iraq is trying to get their crap together, if you get my drift. All right? They are. And in order for them to continue doing business with the surrounding Arab nations, including Iran, there can't be no type of beef between whoever and the United States. Just because we know Iran is under sanctions. So if there's going to be any future trading going on, Iran has to be out of these sanctions. All right, so look at this. Finance Minister Amar Alawi discussed with the Iranian ambassador to Baghdad, Iraj Majad. You know you're impressed. Ways of strengthening economic and trade relations between the two countries. How are you going to have trade relations if they're under sanctions? See where I'm going with this? And the Iranian embassy in Iraq reported that my mosque congratulated Alawi on receiving his financial portfolio in his country and delivered an invitation for Iran counterpart to visit Tehran. For his part, Alawi expressed, according to the statement, he thanked the Iranian counterpart and expressed his hope at the same time for an official visit to the Islamic Republic of Iran at the head of the trade economic delegations from his countries within a near future. So what I'm thinking is happening is the United States is going to lay down the law. They're going to say, look, if you want to trade with your Iran, then these are our expectations. If these are met, then maybe we'll make some exceptions. Or if we can get Iran back to the table to renegotiate the nuclear deal, then we will go ahead and just remove sanctions. Now, I'm sure most people around the world, all those that are part of the so-called cabal, are hoping that Trump won't get reelected. That's not going to happen. He's going to win. Not only is he going to win, it's going to be the worst one-sided ass whipping I've ever seen. Anyways, besides that, it is noteworthy that the economic relations between Iraq and Iran have witnessed growth, and the volume of trade exchange between the two countries has increased in years. Okay, when they say the increase in volume of trade exchange, they're talking about trades in general, not the actual currency exchange. This was brought to my attention. I'm telling you guys, that's not what they're talking about. They're talking about the exchange between the two countries. The trading is what they're talking about. Okay, the finance ministry, Alawi, has recently visited Saudi Arabia and Kuwait to discuss the activation of economical activities and to raise the current levels of exchange, trade, as well as discuss the stability of the global oil market and invest in. There's no way I'm going to try to announce that. Okay, so you guys see, look, not a lot going up, just some straight up butt whipping, all right, as usual. So look, you guys, there's a lot of reasons to be excited about this month. I know that there's other people in other videos saying this is our month, all right? But I'm also noticing something else. I'm noticing that the other so-called gurus, some of them are already making excuses, saying that the riots here, first it was the Rona, now it's the riots, okay? So it's just going to be one excuse after another. Someone asked me, do you think all these things are happening to prevent the exchange rate from changing? I don't think one has to do with the other. But if I was Trump and I wanted to quickly squash all the rioting and get everybody happy again, make the rate change happen, all right? That would definitely be a distraction from everything that's going on. We are in June now. We are in the summer months. We are going into the second half of the year. Trump promised us a good third quarter, an even more explosive fourth quarter, and a better 2021. We're all expecting the same thing, and that is to see a rate change. All right, you guys, that's it for now. Not a whole lot of everything else going on, but I thought I would just share that with you. Again, I want to quickly remind you, for those of you who are interested, and it's because a lot of people that are in one of my groups have went over and now have made this an even bigger group. The hidden things are in front of your eyes. There will be a link to the YouTube channel. Just go ahead and subscribe now if you want to, before I start posting more videos. There's 2 of them in there for you guys to check out. And then also the link to the group. All right, you guys? I will post videos in there soon, most likely one tonight. All right? I'll catch you later.